in my head instantly think of Kate Moss and the stairs.
The mention of supermodel Kate Moss by Amber Heard was a cause for celebration by Johnny Depp's lawyer, Ben Chew. In a fist pump seen around the world, Chew smiled broadly, as did Depp.
The trial of Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard took a dramatic turn this last week. Depp has paraded his witnesses around the Virginia courtroom for the first 3 weeks, all of whom have called him a gentleman and Heard a liar. And everything escalated when Heard took the stand. She simply clarified to the world that she was testifying in nothing more than an act, or that's what all the fans and people who saw the testimonies are saying on social networks. Everything has collapsed for Amber Heard. Do you want to know the details? Stay to find out everything. Amber Heard's testimonials gave a lot to talk about, but the one that made everything fall apart was when the actress mentioned Kate Moss. It opened a door that gave Johnny a guideline to be able to introduce Kate Moss's version at the trial and thus prove his innocence. Last week, Amber Heard began testifying in a lawsuit filed by her ex-husband, Johnny Depp, and described the trial as the worst experience of her life. "This is horrible for me to have to sit here for weeks and have to relive everything," Heard said. "Here are people that I knew, some well, some not. My ex-husband, with whom I shared a life, speak about our lives in the way that they have. This is the most painful and difficult thing I've ever gone through." Following an opinion piece she published for The Washington Post in 2018, Depp launched a lawsuit against Heard, his ex-wife, in March 2019. "I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. This has to change." She describes herself as a public figure symbolizing domestic abuse in the article. So after all this turmoil and years of mental strain and tears, Johnny Depp was finally able to prove that he is innocent and that the fans, the companies that fired him, and his colleagues and friends just misread him, rushed him, and never questioned what Amber Heard said and its veracity. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard are pitted against each other in a live-streamed trial that has piqued the entire world's interest. It's considered to be many to be the celebrity trial of the decade, with some comparing it to the O.J. Simpson case. However, thanks to social media platforms that act as lawyers and prosecutors, there is a lot of misunderstanding around the matter, with those who support Johnny Depp against his ex-lying wife's monster pitted against those who defend Depp as a victim of gender violence without a trial. Both points of view are false, partly because none of it's being judged, except for various defamation allegations. Amber Heard married Johnny Depp in 2015, and 15 months later, in May 2016, Heard filed for divorce. A restraining order was imposed after she accused the actor of hitting her during the divorce procedures. In her case, Heard claimed, "I endured excessive emotional, verbal, and physical abuse from Johnny, which has included angry, hostile, humiliating, and threatening assaults to me whenever I questioned his authority or disagreed with him." Depp categorically denied it. Heard then dropped the restraining order and agreed to a $1 million settlement with Depp to begin the reconciliation process. The following is the unified statement. "Our relationship was intensely passionate and at times volatile, but always bound by love," the pair said in a joint statement at the time. "Neither party has lied nor made false accusations for financial gain. There was never any attempt of physical or emotional harm." In January 2017, the divorce was finalized. The Me Too movement arrived after everything looked to have been left in another bizarre Hollywood split resolved with a statement. Amber Heard described herself as a person representing domestic abuse in a December 2018 essay for The Washington Post. She also claimed that the accusation cost her a contract with a fashion company. Everyone understood she was talking about the abuse she claimed in her divorce restraining order request, which she ultimately abandoned even though she didn't mention Johnny Depp in the story. I had the rare vantage point of seeing in real time how institutions protect men accused of abuse. After a year of uncertainty surrounding the Pirates of the Caribbean character, Disney decided to drop Johnny Depp from the franchise in December 2019. They also said that Margot Robbie would be taking over the franchise, giving it fresh life, and of course, a female character, which would be seen as feminist. Despite this, Heard's defense has highlighted in the early days of the trial that Depp was fired from Disney for repeated misbehavior, as proven by a document aggregating many accusations against the actor, which didn't include Heard's column in The Washington Post. Depp responded with a defamation action in March 2020 after settling the initial complaint of abuse. Johnny Depp demanded $50 million from his ex-wife after characterizing the claims as demonstrably false. He further accused her of doing it to help her advance her career by appearing as a victim in this case. She was the perpetrator, he finally revealed. This is the first time Depp has accused Heard of abuse, though subtly. Furthermore, the actor directly named Disney in the first application of the case when stating what he had lost by ceasing to be Jack Sparrow. The claim was accepted in July of the same year. The actress filed a $100 million countersuit on September 2nd, effectively alleging the same thing as Depp, but in reverse. She had lost her job and money, and the actor was behind a smear campaign and social media pressure to have her fired from the Aquaman series, amongst other things. Instead, Ms. Heard's lawyers alleged that Mr. Depp had subjected her to emotional, verbal, and physical harassment. Even though the former couple waited over 2 years for a trial in both claims, they had one with third parties mere days later. Both had to face each other in a London courtroom in September 2020, after the Sun newspaper accused the actor of being a wife-beater. The lawsuit filed by Depp against the publication was dismissed. According to the judge, the punishment was basically true. The trial did not demonstrate that Heard was exposed to such harassment, only that it was not unreasonable for a newspaper to say so. Johnny Depp and his lawyers have stated that they will appeal the complex judgment. As a result of this choice, Warner joined Disney and opted not to cast Johnny Depp in the Fantastic Beasts franchise as Grindelwald. After all, if this trial has taught us anything, it's that Depp's defense will find it impossible to refute Heard's charges. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard have just lately begun to confront each other in court, aside from the altercation with the Sun and the restraining order that Heard withdrew immediately after her divorce case. In the United States, more specifically in Virginia, in a defamation trial, the actor's lawsuit and the actress's counterclaim were placed against one another, with repercussions for both parties' public image and income. Amber Heard announced her disconnection from Instagram with a conciliatory post before the trial, in which she recalled that it all began, clear and simple, with a sentence in her Washington Post piece, maybe to reduce the tension. "I'm going to go offline for the next several weeks. As you may know, I'll be in Virginia where I face my ex-husband Johnny Depp in court," Heard noted. "Johnny is suing me for an op-ed I wrote in the Washington Post, in which I recounted my experience of violence and domestic abuse. I never named him. Rather, I wrote about the price women pay for speaking out against men in power." Her statement further reads. The actress continued the statement, writing that she has always maintained a love for Johnny, and that living out the details of their former life together in the public eye brings her great pain. "At this time, I recognize the ongoing support I've been fortunate to receive throughout these years, and in these coming weeks, I will be leaning on it more than ever," she concluded. The trial began in Fairfax County, Virginia, on April 11, 2022. It was supposed to last 6 weeks. Heard rejected all the allegations against her and countersued, stating that Depp routinely abused her while under the influence of drugs or alcohol before and throughout their marriage, which ended in 2016. Depp's legal team has presented his side of the case for virtually the whole trial. In the end, you are the one who has the last say in this story. Tell us what you think and what your theories are about the future for these two actors. Leave us your comments below and don't forget to follow us on the channel so you can continue watching videos like this one, in which we bring you all the information about your favorite celebrities. See you in the next video.